Good evening, everybody. Today we are studying trigonometry. Trigonometry. Can you write it down? Trigonometry. So, what is trigonometry? From the word try. Can you see? From the word try. That's three, right? From the word try, that's three, right? So, it is the study of three-sided shapes. The arithmetic of what? Three-sided shapes. Trigonometry is the arithmetic of three-sided shapes. I believe we still remember what are three-sided shapes. Earlier, when we started measurement of shapes, we said that there are three-sided shapes, and those are what we call triangle. They are. We have three-sided shapes. We have four-sided shapes. We have five-sided shapes. Are you getting that? Three-sided shapes, we call them triangle. Are you getting that? We call them triangle. Four-sided shapes, we call them what? Quadrilateral. All together, like that, quadrilateral. Five-sided shapes, we call them pentagon. Six-sided shape, we call them hexagon. Seven-sided shape, we call them heptagon. Two together. So, so today we are talking about. So there is no two-sided shapes. You can't have a two-sided shape. There are no two-sided shapes. You can't have a shape that is two-sided. The least you can have is a what? Is a three-sided shapes. It's a three-sided shape. That's the least you can have, and that is your triangle. Your triangle is a three-sided shape. I get that. Side one, side two, side three. So triangle. So when we talk about trigonometry, we say it is the arithmetic of what? Three-sided shapes, right? The study of three-sided shapes. So in other words, trigonometry is the arithmetic of triangles because three-sided shapes are triangles. So basically, we want to talk about triangles. Are we together? Triangles. So before we start talking about triangles, there's something you need to know about triangles. Number one, and that is what you need to know is that there are different types of triangles. I'm sure we all know that. There are different types of what? Of triangles. Number one, we have the what? Equilateral triangle. Is that correct? Equilateral triangle. We have the isosceles triangle. We have the scaling triangle. And we have the right angled triangle. We have the equilateral. We have the isosceles triangle. We have the scaling triangle. And we have the right angled triangle. What is equilateral triangle? I'm sure we all know that. That's a triangle that all the three sides are equal, right? All the three sides of the triangle are equal. What about isosceles? In isosceles, just two are equal, right? One is not equal. Only two sides are equal. That's isosceles. Are you together? I'm sure we know that before. Scaling triangle, none of the sides are equal. Is that correct? No, none of the sides are equal. Then right angle triangle, which is our focus for today. Which is our focus today is what? It's a triangle with a right angle. So that's what we're going today. Right angle triangle. A right angle triangle. That's what we're measuring first. Right angle is what? Triangle. So it's a kind of triangle that has what? A right angle. What is a right angle? When we say a triangle has a right angle, what is a right angle? A right angle is angle 90 degrees. That's a right angle. Angle what? 90 degrees. So if I should draw a triangle like this, okay, then this particular symbol indicates a right angle. That means that particular angle there is what? Is 90 degrees. I'm sure we all know that before now. That's 90 degrees. Good. That particular angle there indicates 90 degrees. Good. So, and that's a right angle. So, every right angle triangle must have 90 degrees. And they will tell you. If they do not tell you, don't assume. So, for example, if I should draw something like this, so never assume that this is a right angle triangle. Don't assume. The only time you can say it is a right angle triangle is when you see this particular sign. I see that that particular sign indicates that it's a 90 degrees. So unless you see it, don't assume. Are we together now? So you can even see another triangle that looks like this. This is a right angle triangle. Although it doesn't look like the common one that you used to see. It doesn't look like the common one, right? Those common ones. But this is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. How do I know? I know because of this. So once you see that particular sign, it is already telling you no matter the direction, no matter where it is facing, once you see that particular angle there, it is showing that there's a right angle in it. Do you understand now? So that's a right angle triangle. A triangle with a what? With angle 90 degrees. I'm sure we all get that. Good. So to the next lesson. So now let's now talk about something very important about a right angle triangle. Now take a look. So if I draw a right angle triangle, for example, here is 90. Is that correct? So if I should take you back to your junior schoolwork, what is the sum of angles in a triangle? What is the sum of all the angles in a triangle? Is 180, right? Is that correct? 180. That means if I should add this angle plus this angle plus this angle, it should give me 180 degrees, right? In total. The sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. I'm sure you'll get that. No matter the triangle, any kind of triangle. No matter the angle, no matter the triangle, sorry, no matter the triangle, the sum of angles in the triangle is 180. Even if the triangle is like this, are we together? When you add here with here with here, it should give you what? 180. Do you understand that now? So the sum of angles in a triangle is 180. Now we all know that. Now, so in a right angle triangle for now that we are talking about, so if here is already 180, sorry, if here is already 90, let me do another one. So here is already 90. Everything is 180, right? So this space is already 90. That means what is left? We are left with what? 90 degrees. Am I correct? We are left, let me explain that again. The sum of everything is what? And this place plus this place plus this place, everything is 180. So this one alone is already 90. It's already 90 degrees. Do you understand? That part is already 90. Out of 180, that part is already 90. So that means the remaining two will be left to share 90. Do you understand that now? Because if you remove 180 from 90, it remain 90. It's like I gave three of your friends. I gave you 180 naira to go and share 180 naira. So one person already took 90 naira out of the 180 naira. One person already took 90 naira out of the 180 naira that I gave you to go and share. So how much is there for the remaining two people to share? It remain 90 naira, but you remove the 90 from the 180. So it remain 90 naira for the two of you, the two others to share because one person already took 90. I'm sure you can. So in a triangle, all the sum of the angles is 180. So among that 180, your right angle already took 90. Confirmed. There's no touching. It is confirmed. It's always 90. It's already 90. That means what is left for the remaining two? What is left for the remaining two is what? It's 90 because your right angle already took 90 out of 180. So it's remaining 90 for the remaining two to share. You understand? So this remaining two, maybe here will be 1 degree, and here will be what? 89. Are you getting that? Maybe here that will be 1. So those are the two will not be 90, I mean. Or here will be 2, and here will be what? 88. Abi? 88. Or maybe here is 10, and here is what? 80. Do we get that? Or here is 30. Here is 30. And here will be what? 60. So the two of them, we shall share the remaining 90. Do you get that now? Because this right angle already took 90. 90. So the two of them have to share the remaining 90 between themselves. Are you getting that now? So that means you cannot have another 90. That means here cannot be 90. It's not possible that place should be 90. Because if that place is 90, so what this place should not be what? Because 90 plus 90, that's 180 already. And it's not possible. So because all of them should be 180. So the least that this place can be is maybe 89. And then here will not be 1. So it's not complete now. So you cannot have another 90 again. It's not possible. Because the remaining two we have to share the 90. Do you get that now? So that's you need to learn that about a right angle triangle. One angle is already 90. So the remaining two angles you have to share the remaining 90 degrees. Is that okay? So that remaining two angles we call them acute angles. What do we call them? These remaining two. We call them acute angles. Write it down. Acute angles. Why? Because they are not what are acute angles? Do you remember what are acute angles? Do you remember what acute angles are? They are angles that are not more than 90. These are acute angles. Angles that are not what? 90 degrees. That's what we call acute angles. If you can still remember. Acute angles are angles that are not up to 90. They are not up to 90. So neither of this or this can be up to 90. I guess now. So the least they can be is let's say 89. So here can be 89, then here will be 1. So it cannot be 90. They can't be 90 again. This is already 90. So another person cannot be 90 again. So the remaining two we have to share 90. And if two people want to share 90, one person cannot be 90. That means the other person will be 0. And it's not possible. So the list is at 89, 1, or 20, 70, or 45, 45, or 50, 50, 40. I guess now you share the remaining 90. So it can't be 90, 0. You have to share the 90. So that's it. So they are acute angles because they are not up to 90. They are acute angles. Do you understand that now? Good. So we are still talking about right angled triangles, and we are still under trigonometry. I guess now what is trigonometry? Trigonometry is the arithmetic of triangles, right? So there are four types of triangles. We have the equilateral, we have the isosceles, we have the scaling, and we have the right angle. So out of the four, we are picking one, which is the what? Right angled triangle. Good.